Have you ever wondered about the indigenous people who lived where Nigeria's capital city now stands? Long before Abuja became a bustling metropolis, the Gwari people, also known as the Gbagyi, called these lands home for centuries. Today, we're embarking on a respectful journey to understand their remarkable culture, one that has quietly shaped the heart of Nigeria while remaining largely unknown to the world. The Gwari people represent one of Nigeria's most enduring indigenous communities, with their presence spanning across Niger State, Kaduna State, and the Federal Capital Territory of Abuja. Unlike many communities whose histories are marked by conquest and migration, the Gwari have maintained a profound connection to their ancestral lands, developing a culture that exemplifies harmony between human civilization and the natural environment. What makes the Gwari story particularly compelling is not just their longevity as a people, but how they've managed to preserve their traditional ways of life while adapting to the changing world around them. Their society offers valuable insights into sustainable living, community cooperation, and spiritual practices that have guided human behavior for generations. The foundation of Gwari society rests on agriculture, but this is far more than simple farming. For the Gwari people, cultivation represents a sacred relationship with the earth, one that demands respect, patience, and deep understanding of natural cycles. Their agricultural practices have evolved over centuries to work in complete harmony with their environment, creating a model of sustainability that modern agricultural science is only now beginning to fully appreciate. Gwari farmers possess an intimate knowledge of their local ecosystem that goes far beyond textbook learning. They understand which crops thrive in specific soil types, how to read weather patterns through natural signs, and when to plant or harvest based on lunar cycles and seasonal indicators. This knowledge isn't written down in manuals, but passed from generation to generation through hands-on experience and oral tradition. The crops they cultivate reflect both practical nutrition needs and cultural significance. Guinea corn, millet, yam, and various vegetables form the backbone of their agricultural system, chosen not only for their ability to thrive in the local climate, but also for their role in traditional ceremonies and social practices. Each crop has its season, its proper treatment, and its place in the complex web of Gwari cultural life. What sets Gwari agriculture apart is its emphasis on community cooperation. Farming activities often involve entire communities working together, sharing labor, knowledge, and resources. During planting and harvest seasons, the boundaries between individual farms blur as neighbors help neighbors, creating a support system that ensures no one faces agricultural challenges alone. This collective approach extends to land management as well. The Gwari have developed sophisticated systems for managing common resources like grazing areas and water sources, preventing overuse while ensuring everyone's needs are met. Their methods demonstrate how traditional communities can maintain environmental balance through social cooperation rather than regulatory enforcement. The peaceful nature of Gwari farming culture reflects deeper values that permeate their entire society. Conflict resolution typically involves community elders mediating disputes through dialogue and consensus building rather than confrontation. This approach has allowed them to maintain stability and social cohesion even during periods of regional turmoil. Perhaps nowhere is Gwari ingenuity more visible than in their traditional architecture, which showcases centuries of accumulated knowledge about building in harmony with local conditions. Their ancient clay structures represent far more than simple shelter. They embody a sophisticated understanding of materials, science, climate control, and aesthetic design that modern architects are only now beginning to fully appreciate. The process of creating these clay buildings begins with careful selection of materials from the local environment. Gwari builders understand which types of clay work best for different purposes, how to prepare the clay for optimal strength and durability, and how to incorporate organic materials like grass and wood to create composite materials with superior properties. The construction techniques themselves have been refined over generations to create buildings that stay cool during hot seasons and warm during cooler periods, all without any mechanical climate control systems. The thick clay walls provide excellent insulation, while carefully designed openings create natural ventilation systems that maintain comfortable interior temperatures year-round. These structures also demonstrate remarkable durability when properly maintained. Some Gwari clay buildings have stood for decades, weathering seasonal rains and dry periods while maintaining their structural integrity. The secret lies not just in the materials, but in the construction techniques that allow the buildings to flex and adapt to environmental changes without cracking or failing. The aesthetic elements of Gwari architecture reflect cultural values and spiritual beliefs. Decorative patterns carved into clay walls or formed during construction often carry symbolic meaning, representing everything from family history to spiritual protection. These designs transform functional buildings into expressions of cultural identity and artistic creativity. Modern architects studying Gwari building techniques have discovered principles that align with contemporary sustainable design goals. The use of local materials reduces transportation costs and environmental impact, while the passive climate control methods eliminate the need for energy-intensive heating and cooling systems. The spiritual dimension of Gwari culture finds its most powerful expression in their sacred stone shrines, hidden away in hills and natural formations throughout their territory. These sites represent the intersection of the physical and spiritual worlds, places where the Gwari people connect with ancestral spirits and seek guidance for important decisions. Understanding these spiritual practices requires approaching them with the respect they deserve, recognizing that they represent deeply held beliefs that have guided Gwari communities for centuries. These aren't mere historical curiosities, but living traditions that continue to play important roles in contemporary Gwari life. The stone shrines themselves are often located in places of natural beauty and power, chosen for their spiritual significance rather than convenience or accessibility. Reaching these sites might require hiking through challenging terrain, but this difficulty is seen as part of the spiritual journey, a demonstration of commitment and respect for the sacred. The rituals performed at these shrines vary depending on the specific purpose and the particular shrine's significance. Some are dedicated to ancestral spirits, others to natural forces like rain or fertility, and still others to community protection and guidance. The ceremonies often involve offerings, prayers, and communal activities that strengthen both spiritual connections and social bonds. These spiritual practices serve multiple functions within Gwari society. They provide comfort during difficult times, guidance for important decisions, and a sense of continuity that connects current generations with their ancestors. They also reinforce community values and social structures, creating shared experiences that unite people around common beliefs and practices. The shrines also serve as repositories of cultural knowledge, places where traditional stories, genealogies, and historical accounts are preserved and passed down. Elders often use visits to these sites as opportunities to teach younger generations about their heritage, ensuring that cultural knowledge doesn't disappear with passing generations. What makes the Gwari spiritual tradition particularly noteworthy is its integration with daily life rather than separation from it. Spiritual practices aren't confined to special occasions, but woven throughout the fabric of everyday existence, influencing decisions about farming, family relationships, and community interactions. The resilience of Gwari culture in the face of modernization and urbanization offers important lessons about cultural preservation and adaptation. As Nigeria's capital developed around their traditional territories, many Gwari communities have found ways to maintain their cultural identity while engaging with the modern world. This adaptation hasn't been without challenges. Urban development has disrupted traditional land use patterns, while modern education and employment opportunities have drawn young people away from traditional occupations and lifestyles. Yet many Gwari communities have found creative ways to preserve their cultural heritage while embracing beneficial aspects of modernization. Some communities have established cultural centers and educational programs to ensure that traditional knowledge and practices are documented and taught to younger generations. Others have found ways to integrate traditional agricultural techniques with modern methods, creating hybrid approaches that honor tradition while improving productivity. The preservation of Gwari cultural sites has become an increasingly important concern as development pressure intensifies. Sacred shrines and traditional buildings face threats from urban expansion, making it crucial to document and protect these irreplaceable cultural resources before they're lost forever. Contemporary Gwari artists and cultural practitioners are finding new ways to express traditional themes and values through modern media and formats. Traditional stories are being recorded and shared, traditional crafts are being taught to new audiences, and traditional knowledge is being documented for future generations. The story of the Gwari people offers valuable insights for anyone interested in understanding how human communities can live sustainably and harmoniously with their environment. Their agricultural practices, architectural innovations, and spiritual traditions all demonstrate approaches to life that prioritize long-term well-being over short-term gain. Their emphasis on community cooperation provides a model for social organization that contrasts sharply with more individualistic approaches. By working together and sharing resources, Gwari communities have maintained stability and prosperity even during difficult periods. The integration of spiritual and practical aspects of life in Gwari culture also offers lessons about holistic approaches to human well-being. Rather than separating the material and spiritual dimensions of existence, Gwari traditions recognize their interconnection and mutual influence. As we conclude this exploration of Gwari culture, it's important to recognize that this represents only a glimpse into a rich and complex cultural tradition that deserves much deeper study and understanding. The Gwari people continue to evolve and adapt while maintaining their core values and practices, offering ongoing lessons about resilience, sustainability, and community. Their story reminds us that cultural diversity represents one of humanity's greatest treasures, providing different perspectives on fundamental questions about how to live meaningful and fulfilling lives. By studying and respecting traditions like those of the Gwari people, we can broaden our understanding of human possibility and learn from wisdom accumulated over centuries of lived experience. If you enjoyed this journey into the remarkable world of the Gwari people, like, comment, and subscribe for more cultural explorations that celebrate the diversity and richness of human heritage, only on Heritage Finder.